star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Special thanks to Skylar Cole for that lovely performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks.
And when they dropping off all that drip for free, you know you got power. They try to throw the whole bag at me. Oh yeah, I know I got power. I got power. Okay, I got power. I said, put in the hours.
Look at you, your face down on the floor. I told you, you don't have it. Power.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Anthony Davis.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Vanderbilt at power forward with Davis in the middle. Reeves and LeBron fill out the perimeter. And it's Vincent in at the point. And for the Pacers, Halliburton at point with Mathurin by his side. Miles Turner out there with Smith. And it's Hield in at the three, small forward. Most NBA fans are looking ahead to the playoffs. But what's on the mind of the players at this point in the season, Grant?
Well, B.A., focusing just on the postseason is a big mistake. Players know you have to be focused on the task at hand. You have to stay in the moment. Only think about that game right in front of you.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Here's Reeves. And the three-pointer goes.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Halliburton. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. Reeves, the pass to James. That one goes in.
Powerful move by LeBron inside, not letting anything stop him from getting his shot.
Outside Mathurin. Halliburton surveys the floor. Rebounded by LeBron. On offense, here are the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. That one's good for two. James has got his second bucket on the night.
Like, at this point in time, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
And talk about a team that's known for being unselfish, the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, B.A., it's part of their core philosophy. Keep the ball moving, keep everyone involved and engaged.
Now, here is James. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis. Now here's Halliburton. Tightly guarded for three, Smith. And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Outside Mathurin. Will it go?
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Down low. Here's Vanderbilt. And he buries his first look.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
And here are the Pacers now, following the score by the Lakers. Now here's Halliburton, guarded closely, and and he gets the bucket.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
On the wing, Reeves. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And book it for Vanderbilt.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Indiana has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Kick by Smith. Halliburton for 3. Rebound, the Lakers. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Shooting for Los Angeles, LeBron James, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Some things change, but LeBron stays the same. Still the same leader on the floor. The same player. It is truly impressive.
It's both from the stripe.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Halliburton outside. Turner against Davis. Turner inside. And Davis with the block.
A big block from the big fella Anthony Davis, putting every inch of that 7'8" wingspan to work there.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Halliburton. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Pass to Mathurin, back to Smith. Now Hield to end the run, and the jumper falls for him.
You should be looking for Hield. What a great pass.
And Davis has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Out to James. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
He can make you miss in more ways than just one. Bron with a nice little dribble move.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Pacers have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Halliburton outside.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Outside Hield. 1:52 left in the opening quarter. Buries it from 3.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Pass to Vanderbilt, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Vanderbilt. As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaken out. Taking a look at the Lakers, they're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference.
I think for Los Angeles, they've been relentless competitors all season long. They've assured themselves of a lot of home games in the postseason, and we'll see if they can capitalize.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Smith. Brown, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for Halliburton. Indiana's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Outside Hield. The three ball. Sinks it from distance. Hield's got 5 points.
And that's what Hield is paid to do, stretch the floor for this offense.
Jackson against Prince. Hachimura left side. Over Toppin. That one's good from Hachimura on the assist from Prince.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Toppin right side. 54 seconds left in the first. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Nora's checked in for Jackson. Neesmith comes in for Hield. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Nembhard. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Brown with a screen. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Davis with a rebound.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
From the arc. And that's good. Hachimura for 3. He's got 5.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's Halliburton. Rebound by the Lakers.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for Neesmith. Well, Indiana shooting 33% in the first quarter. Halliburton outside. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hood Schifino. Oh, a huge slam! An exclamation point on that break.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
I mean, he can do it all. Shoot, facilitate, great skills for the young Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton. 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second one. And he nails the third. It'll count. The shot no good. And so it's Los Angeles up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back after this word. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. LeBron and Hachimura are the forwards. Austin Rivers out there with Cam Reddish. And it's Hayes in at center, filling out the middle. And with load management, some say it's the team's job at times to protect players from themselves. How different is that from when you play, Grant?
You know, B.A., it's very different. I think teams now are much smarter assessing load and risk and looking more at the long-term big picture of their players.
James got it. Good job at the low post. James has got 10 points.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you were wondering what it's like playing against LeBron, it is not fun. He's too big, he's too strong, and just gets the contact and the finish.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Benedict Mathurin talked about his motivation. He said, quote, "A lot of people play a sport because they have talent, but I play for a different reason. I want to be one of the greatest players ever, and I want to take care of my family. I made that promise to myself when I was very young, and I have no choice but to be great. That's the way it is." B.A.?
All right, Allie, thank you. Good reporting there. Here's Hachimura, and it's slammed in by Hachimura.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Halliburton. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. The Pacers making a switch here. Nora's checked in.
Jordan Wara.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Brown. Rejected by James.
Oh, look at the old man still getting it done on defense. LeBron James still takes great pride in rejecting shots.
Hits the trifecta.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Halliburton outside. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nembhard. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Vincent comes in for Rivers. Now here's Toppin. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And the basket by Halliburton.
A nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
James against Mathurin. Puts the move on. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
In a moment to check out who the Los Angeles Lakers have coming up. On Sunday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors.
And that game against the Wizards is the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
That free throw, good from James. And that's good as he hits both shots. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Trailing by 19. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Now here's Mathurin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Halliburton misses.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Here's Reddish. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
And that's the thing. That's why he's going to be top 5 all-time in assists. LeBron James just drops dimes.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Matherin. And he stays with it. The shot won't fall. Some solid defense from James. Here's James on the wing. The floater. Not going to go that time. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Halliburton. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Halliburton's got 9 points.
What a release. Halliburton getting rid of it.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Here are your Indiana Pacemates. Wow.
Some changes for Indiana. Smith comes in for Toppin, and Hield is subbed in for Brown. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. Reeves comes in for Reddish. The Lakers have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Reeves. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. He's got 9.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
The Pacers have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Davis against Turner. Pass to Hield. Halliburton left side. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan and Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them, if I'm being honest. But no one, in my opinion, tops Michael Jordan. Of course, I had to guard Kobe the most, and he was very relentless, had no weaknesses. And, you know, I was in my late 30s on one ankle, but who's counting?
Now, here is James. 15 points in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Halliburton outside. Tries the 9-footer. Vanderbilt with the block.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Counted from distance. Reeves has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Outside Matherin. Here he goes. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's Davis. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Brown, he's checked in for Indiana.
Anthony Davis, shooting 1.
Davis, no good on that free throw.
I'm not sure we've seen someone like AD before. Super long, skilled, athletic. He's just a unique talent.
And the jam by Brown.
Highlight reel dribble move, and then the athleticism takes over.
Woo! Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there, showing all the skill. Pass to Reeves. Back to James. And it's James with the jam.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
50 seconds left to play in the first half. Brown scanning the floor. Inside from 9 feet. And it's Hield missing.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Here's Reeves. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Turner. 19 seconds left in the first half. And here's Brown for three. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Reeves. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 4 assists now tonight. Healed from outside. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Love the response there from Hield, matching threes.
And so it's Los Angeles with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. More 2K action in just a moment.
Fans, let's hear it for your arena entertainment.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Long road trips never easy. You hope to get some early wins, but if you don't, that grind gets harder and harder and harder and harder and harder.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, long stretches away from home can reveal what you really are made of.
And back to the matchup at hand. Everything has been going smoothly for the Lakers.
It just kind of looks like they can do anything they want on the offensive end. And I think it's because they identified the matchups they wanted to exploit, and the other team hasn't adjusted, at least not effectively.
Yeah, smart approach coming into this game, and it's paying off. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
One more time, fans. Let's hear it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Indiana has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Halliburton at point with Matherin by his side. Buddy Hield is out there with Jalen Smith. And it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Rick Carlisle, getting going here in the second half. Now here's Hield. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And Davis with the block.
Los Angeles ball.
As we head towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. Taking a look at Indiana. Their season's basically over, barring some sort of miracle. And Davis has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Reeves. From outside, off the mark. Indiana shooting just under 40% from the field. Matherin passes to Turner. And Reeves pulls it down.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Matherin with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Indiana's a team on the rise. Coach Rick Carlisle said this is a new era of Pacers basketball, a direction of youth and of going all in on a group of guys that are young, talented, and extremely high character and tremendous upside. Brian, a lot to be excited about.
No question. Absolutely. Thanks, Allie. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to Turner. Now here's Halliburton. Smith with it. Now Turner. Check by Davis. Davis with the defensive effort.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Turner. And here's Heald. Halliburton outside. Jacks up a three. Out to Heald. Lets it go from deep. Mathurin passes to Smith. The Pacers again can't hit.
I think they could have gotten a better shot attempt there if he wasn't so eager to let it fly.
Here's Davis. Back to Reeves. The three is up. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Lakers foul. Gabe Vincent.
Toppin, he's checked in for Smith. The Lakers also with a sub. Hachimura's checked in for Reeves. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Now here's Halliburton. He's got 11. Pass to Turner. Now here's Halliburton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
The defense is a little rough with Halliburton, so credit to him for committing to his selection.
Tyrese Halliburton. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good, and the Lakers will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Anthony Davis. Prince comes in for Vanderbilt. Reddish is checked in for LeBron, and Rivers is subbed in for Vincent. And both free throws good for Halliburton. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. To the paint. Oh, stolen by Turner. Here's Mathurin. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Reddish. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And the basket by Hachimura.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Indiana has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Halliburton finds Mathurin. Banked it in off the glass.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Hachimura from long range. And Toppin pulls it down. And for Indiana, they're shooting just 33% so far in this game. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Mathurin. Toppin outside. Halliburton with the ball. He's got 13. 5 on the clock. Off target from outside.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Here's Rivers. Here's Hachimura. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Hachimura's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Turner. And here's Halliburton. Lets the 3 fly. And no good.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Reddish on the wing. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Heald passes to Turner. 3-pointer, Halliburton. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. And Matherin lays it in. Matherin's got his second basket.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
The three from Prince. Drains the triple.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Indiana on offense. Topping a screen on Prince.
Lakers foul. Torian Prince.
Some changes for Indiana. Brown, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Nembhard in for Halliburton.
Substitution for your Pacers. Bruce Brown. Andrew Nembhard.
And here are the Pacers now. Nembhard, the pass to Brown. And that one good. Brown's got his third bucket of the night.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Pass to Prince. Shoots over Matherin. Prince can't hit.
Normally he drains that.
And there's the lob. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Hachimura from long range. And another three for the Lakers.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. The Lakers on top, just dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. On the court for the Lakers, they've got Prince. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then there's Cam Reddish, and it's Rivers in at the point.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's Rivers. 4-3. And it's Prince with the three.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. The Pacers making a switch here. Neesmith's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Christie's checked in. Here's Nembhard. The three is up. Ooh, poked away. Here's Christie. And the three off target. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Nembhard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
I think when his coach looks at Andrew Nembhard, he sees lots of potential there, Grant.
Oh, yes, he does, B.A. And for a second-round pick in 2022, he's been a steal. A pure point with size at 6'5", that enables him to play at either guard spot.
And that one misses. And RJ team's now able to add a third two-way contract to the roster. A lot of quality players getting a foothold into the league now.
Yeah, you think of names like Alex Caruso, Lou Dort, able to develop in both the G League and in the association. So many players have really gotten their footing inside that G League.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. And he sinks the second. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Hachimura left side. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. With some arc, it's rebounded by Rivers. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Hachimura from long range. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. In transition, here come the Pacers. Here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
The three from Prince gets the 3 ball to go. Prince has got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Up top, Toppin. Back to Brown. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Brown with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers.
Los Angeles ball.
Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana.
Number 23, Aaron Neesmith.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Pass to Prince. Over Mathurin. And Toppin pulls it down.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Halliburton right side. Here's Neesmith. Halliburton outside. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Toppin. Now here's Mathurin. It's Hayes with the rebound. Pass to Reddish. And stolen by Brown. Here they come with numbers in transition. Shot's good by Mathurin.
You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been a menace after being held scoreless in the first half.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Changes here for the Pacers. Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Smith comes in for Neesmith. And Hield is subbed in for Brown. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Hayes. James comes in for Prince. Vanderbilt's checked in for Reddish. And Reeves is subbed in for Rivers. And for the Lakers, they're shooting at a fantastic 68% from the floor. Here's James. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
This goes to
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. James still enjoys putting on a show.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Turner. Halliburton up top. the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Out left to the wing. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Hield. Richard, what's your stance on the take foul that was implemented not too long ago?
I am so glad that they implemented that. The transition game is one of the most entertaining aspects of the game. Not many people are going to complain about a rule that encourages up-tempo basketball.
Throw good, Hachimura. And both free throws good for Hachimura. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. And he lobs it up. And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
On the ball, Halliburton has great concentration. His focus is what helps him find the wide-open man.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Matherin passes to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
Los Angeles has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Hachimura from long range. Drops in the 3. Hachimura's got 15 points here in the second half.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Looking to end this cold spell. And Halliburton with the basket. And the assist by Hield.
Yeah, silky smooth with the mid-range J. Halliburton practices these types of shots all the time. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
No surprise, another victory for these guys who have been on a tear all year long. They've now won 62 games.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And what a huge performance it was for LeBron James.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hield from outside, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Pass to Hachimura. There's the 3. He drops it from range.
Hey, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Hield passes to Smith. And here's Hield. Back to Matherin. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Halliburton. For 3. Hachimura with a rebound.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Here's Prince. Fires the 3. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Now here's Turner. Back to Hield. outside Matherin. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. 2 shots. Matherin.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Matherin. Here's Prince. Misses there. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. Now our New Balance Player of the Game.